Hey guys, it's Tommy CM, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another park review. Today's park is called Flora and Fauna Park and was uploaded by Sonimatic14. Now the description for this park is as following. The final version of my first console park. 6 coasters. Maple, a Mora launched X-Car. Jackal, a CCI Woody in the Dark Forest. Prickly Pear, a mini mine train. Gator Wheels, a mini Gravity Group Woody. Nerodia, a next-gen Vekoma invert, and Lavender, a classic Schwarzkopf, I hate saying that, looping coaster and the park's marquee attraction. There's also a log ride inside a volcano, antique car ride tangled with lavender, and steam train with 2 elaborate stations. There are also 7 flat rides and Castillo Moderna, a beautiful restaurant at a high point in the park. The park has a nature theme with an emphasis on flora and fauna, and everything but the front train station is custom built. Please enjoy the rides and scenery. So, as you can see from from the images you can see here, it's an incredibly detailed park. I mean it looks fantastic. You know, the view from up here, all the different coasters and the flat rides swinging about, it looks absolutely fantastic. I just want to quickly show you what this looks like at night time as well. So you can see here how nice that looks all lit up. I think it looks, it just looks superb, all the lighting for the different areas. But we will look at it in the daytime, and as usual, we will go down into the entrance to get started. So as the guests spawn, they agree with this tunnel. Now I've not seen anyone do this sort of entrance tunnel before. Obviously, this is all before the guests are actually in the park. But using the bushes like on the sides as well as above and lit up, and lit up with the lanterns going across, I think that looks really nice. And then obviously they go into the park. What have we got up here? We've got a chair swing, which is a vine swing, and then on this side we've got another flat ride here. Is that all we've got around here? No, it isn't. No, we can walk around that way. Right, I'm trying to work out the best way to go around without getting lost. I may go left and then we'll come back and we'll finish on this little coaster here. So, there's the main entrance. You've got a mini little plaza here. Nice planting here. Flora and fauna, which is essentially, if you don't know what flora and fauna means, it's basically like animals and plants. And this is the train station that they've said is the only part of the map that isn't custom built. I don't blame them. This train station looks fantastic. To be fair, you can't fault anyone for using it. It does look brilliant, and it is a nice little entrance for you. As you step into the park there like that. So, let's go exploring down this way. Some toilets down here. More paths going off. So we've got the antique cars ride up here, which is a fairly big track, to be fair. Where's this go? Down there, through a tunnel. Runs alongside one of the coasters, which is good. All underneath. Blimey, it really does go away from the station, doesn't it? Now where's it go? All the way out here, around the edge of this little lake area. All the way back and up the hill. Well, that is that's quite a nice little route there. I mean, to be fair, in terms of theming, there isn't much to it, but you don't necessarily need that much because of where the track is running. Because it's kind of running alongside and kind of working in conjunction with the coaster. I think it looks great, and it goes through tunnels and around lakes and stuff. So yeah, there's not a massive amount of theming needed down there. So let's go over this way. So this is, I'm trying to work out where the station is for this coaster. Go to the flat ride here, and then we'll go around this lake. I mean, the amount of trees that are down here as well is quite impressive. There's the queue for that flat ride. All the trees, everything does blend together. It's not like, it's not like all separated and and mishy-mashy. It all blends in together as one theme. Nice giant pink Ferris wheel. And to be fair, I mean, I didn't notice there was a Ferris wheel at first. It's quite hidden because the track comes up so high and kind of blocks the view of it, which is good because it doesn't necessarily stand out as much. Firehouse, got some food outlets. Maple. Now this is one of the coasters that was mentioned in the description. Go down the queue line. Keep going around the queue line. It's very busy. I like the use of rocks here to make the station. He's not actually built any walls or anything on the station itself. It's just used rocks, and I mean it does look really good. The rocks and the lights together, it works a treat on here. So let's have a look at the stats for this. Green across the board, and perfect on those stats at the bottom there as well. Track length of 825 meters. Lasts about a minute, so yeah, we'll speed this up. Normally I would end up closing the coaster to hop on and test it, just to jump on, but the park is running quite nicely with all the guests, so I don't really want to ruin that. So let's just hop on here and we shall see what Maple has to offer. Really rate that. That is a really good coaster. It's nicely controlled. It doesn't go too fast. It doesn't go too slow. All the inversions are sort of nicely laid out and separated. And yeah, I think the speed of that coaster is perfect, and it calms itself down before going back to the station. So yeah, I know a lot of the coasters I've seen people build. Sometimes you can kind of be thrown about, and then all of a sudden the station's here and they've got to slam the brakes on. But no, that was a really nicely controlled coaster. That so yeah, top job for that. And the amount, look at the amount of trees around here. The amount of time that must have spent. The amount of time that must have spent putting all that on is is ridiculous. So yeah, we will crack on. So that's the exit to Maple. Now we have Jackal, which is a wooden coaster. Around the queue line and onto the ride. So there's the stats for Jackal. Very good excitement rating, extremely good nausea rating, and it's got a little bit of fear, which is always what you want. You kind of want to be orange on the fear, because you want the guests to be frightened a little bit to come on, but not too much that they're put off entirely. And then there's the stats for the ride. So it's time for the second coaster. We will hop on to Jackal. Again, another really nice coaster. That feels like a proper traditional wooden coaster. There's a few corners where you're thrown about a bit, but in a good way. Obviously, like, you know, old wooden coasters like this, you are thrown about into the corners at quite some speed. And yeah, really like the way that's controlled. A lot of nice bends, nice sized bends, nothing too sharp. Yeah, really all round good coaster that. And the station building looks really nice as well. I do like that. This little theme he's got on going here. So we will go back out. Where did we go in there? So we go in. We'll crack on. More restrooms. That's the exit. Keep going around here. What have we got underneath here? Just different pathways. Well, one going up to the vintage cars, and one coming over to another coaster. This one is Sundew Spin. Oh, my bad. No, this isn't a coaster. That's the key for this flat ride. I assumed that when I saw this would be the start of this coaster. So that's Sundew Spin. Some more food shops and outlets here. Watering hole. I like how where they're positioned. I think they're positioned in a nice sort of steady and repetitive way. The toilets and the staff rooms are both you know, always paired together in a repetitive building as well, which kind of works really well. Let's go along here and trying to duck underneath the trees here. So that's the exit to this coaster. Where does it start? Oh, it starts here. Lavender. Right, so this is the main attraction of the park, I believe, is what he said in his description. So we'll follow the queue line around the trees, navigate all the way through, and get into this if we can. Here we go. Right. So Lavender, there's the results for it. Very similar to the wooden coaster in terms of the excitement and fear, and to be fair, and the nausea rating as well. And then there's the full-on stats for it. Good length, good duration, and good max speed. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing what Lavender's all about. Let's go. Another cracking coaster that is. I mean, the creator here is definitely knows what they're doing when it comes to building the coasters. It's just so controlled and so calm, you know, as you go around, but enough to give you that excitement rating. I mean, that first drop here just gets you into the rest of this layout, and it all works together so perfectly. And the fact that it goes in the tunnel as well next to the vintage cars ride at this point here. It's a really nice sort of interaction between the two. So yeah, I mean, I can see why lavender is the main centerpiece of the park. Yeah, definitely a massive fan of that, and I'm looking forward to getting on the rest of the coasters in here, because like I say, that if they're anything like those first three, they'll be absolutely spot on. So right, island time. Okay, railroad. This is going down to this is going to be the train station, isn't it? Yep. So there we got one of the train stations here. And then let's have a look around the rest of the island. Swashbuckler, which is a little flat ride down here. Nice rocky theming going along around the edge there. It's very separated from the rest of the park, which is, always helps with the scenery, I think, on flat rides rather than being just placed in the middle somewhere. Some toilets. Volcano Falls. So this is the log flume that was mentioned. I'm not going to do a POV on this just because of how long log flumes normally take to go around. But I mean, the theming of this looks really good. He's built it all within like a cliffside, but then he's opened up holes as well, and he's like themed those little gaps. Drops down here a lot, and then goes back up. Ready for I'm assuming a final drop in here somewhere. Yeah, so it goes down here. And then out into the station. So yeah, really nice little log flume, that nicely themed. If you can't, I don't think you can put a log flume in this game without theming it. Otherwise, I don't think it looks very good. Just because all you see is the boat going around in the little trough. I think you have to theme it, even if you use scenery or even if you use the terrain like this. I think either way, you've just got to theme it in some way to make it an attractive ride. So now we are heading down here to Nerodia. We've got another flat ride here, one of the octopus spinning ones, and Nerodia. Queue line. It's a very nicely decorated queue line. There's a lot of planting going off down here. A lot of these sort of blue. What are they? Tulips? I'm not good with flowers. What are they? Dahlia. There we are. No, see, I told you I'm just terrible with flowers. Right, let's go on Nerodia. There's the stats for this. It's not quite hitting the green on the excitement, but I mean, it's as close as you can get really. And if we look at the results, there's results again. Again, looks like a nicely controlled coaster. And yeah, we'll see what Nerodia is about. Let's actually change the train. I love that. I think that scenery around that coaster looks brilliant because it sort of integrates with the log flume as well, and the fact that this coaster's light blue, it all blends in together. I'm assuming that's what he's gone for anyway. But yeah, definitely massive fan of how that's themed. The inversions, again, you can just see how controlled the ride is. It's got enough speed to not make any of the inversions sort of sickly, but enough to make it exciting. And that's what it's all about. It's getting that balance. So yeah, and yeah, again, another quality coaster. I believe we've just got the one coaster left to try now, or is it two? I can't remember. No, I think it's just this mine train one, isn't it, near the start? So I think, yeah, we've done the four around there, haven't we? There's only 5 coasters in there. So that is most of the park pretty much covered. And we will drop down now and have a look at this section. So we've got sweets and treats. Nice little bit of theming on the shop. Some patio tables just around there. Another toilet block. We've got prickly pear and rust punk. What's rust punk? Is that a section of the? No, I think we might have two coasters left actually. I think we've got this one. Yeah, we have. We've got this one, and then we've got the mine train. So yeah, we've got two left. So prickly pear. Stats. Excitement rating's not quite as high on this one as it is on the others, and they're a little bit more fearful of this one. But yeah, we will wait and see to see what people think of it. It is a mine train coaster, and we'll just wait for the train to get back in, and then we'll hop on. So here we are. Since no one's queuing, I'm going to put it on test mode, and then hop on. And I'll follow it. I'll go a bit further back so that we're not stuck behind the train. There we are. Nice short and sweet coaster. That it is sort of like a family style mine train coaster. It's got a bit of interaction into the terrain, a lot of theming, goes over the paths. I think the scenery there is quality. I like this wooden style shack that he's got going on for the station. I think that looks quality. It's really not every coaster has to be eye catching and the fastest and the tallest. Not every coaster has to be that. Some of them have to have this purpose. Not quite sure where the fear rating comes in. I'm not quite sure how it's got that high, because it didn't really seem like it had many elements to raise that on here, but fair enough. I'll maybe prove wrong. Yes, we shall go around here. Rust Punk. Gator Wheels. So I believe this is the last coaster we have. There's a guy wearing a crown on the front seat there. Green across the board on the stats. And there's the results. Yet again, everything ticking all the boxes. So let's hop on and see what it's like. That's another nice little simple coaster, and I love this piece to go back into the crocodile's mouth at the end. I think that looks superb there. The way the track sits on the tongue there, that really is quality. And it's got all this piping as well on the back of the building. Staff room doors. Yeah, really nice little coaster there to finish off. I mean, as you can see, it is one heck of a park especially for console edition. I mean, it's only at 95% as well, and I think this is probably the best utilisation of the console build limit I've seen in terms of how much has been managed to pack in here. There's some scenery that isn't overly done, and it works because of that, and that's why it's managed to only have 95% as opposed to the full-on 100%, but still fit a park in of this size. You won't see many parks bigger than this or more filled out than this on console because of the build limit. But I think it overall it is superb. The attractions, all the coasters run so smoothly, so well together. So really impressive stuff. So if you did enjoy that, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.